The thought that XRP could be worth a significant amount of money is not merely a fantasy, as stated in the news that was published today. When you have a complete understanding of the enormous amount of money that will rush into the market, get digitalized, and reach Ripple and XRP, you will comprehend why XRP, which costs only 50 cents, has the potential to make you wealthy and why all of the major banks are making an effort to collaborate with them. Some of the most powerful people in the world desire this. We have recently received word from the CME group that beginning on the 29th of July and continuing until the end of the month, you will be able to obtain clear values on 2 new cryptocurrencies. These cryptocurrencies are the ICP dollar and the XRP dollar. In addition to their ever-expanding list of standards, these are the most recent additions. This is a really significant point. Very important news. It is important to keep in mind that the CME Group is the largest derivatives market in the planet. They just made an announcement about a cooperation for an XRP index, and considering that the derivatives market alone is worth $500 trillion, there is more than $1.2 quadrillion that can be tokenized on the market. This is extremely significant news. Because of this, XRP cannot be a fraudulent cryptocurrency. And because of this, it will be worth a significant amount of money. This is just the beginning. The Chief Executive Officer of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, has stated that this is the first significant step toward crypto products for institutions. Thanks to the collaborative efforts of CME Group and CF Benchmarks, the XRP reference rate has been transformed into a trustworthy one. This is a really positive development. The demand for XRP has been expressed by the market. Do you require additional evidence to support your claim that the value of XRP is going to skyrocket? Right present, there is a significant change in the distribution of wealth will take place in the history of people, and each and every one of us will be a part of it. We early investors, such as yourself and myself, who have done our own study and are able to follow the money and figure out what the major institutions are doing, are aware that assets such as XRP will provide you with the best opportunity to become financially independent. This is going to be utilized to its full potential. This is much more true now that conversations of this nature are taking place on radio and television. According to Fox Business, the significant movement in wealth has already reached its conclusion. As I mentioned before, the entire world's monetary system, which is currently worth more than $1.2 quadrillion, will be tokenized, which means that it will be converted into digital currency. To reiterate, these significant announcements and events for Ripple are just the beginning of what is to come. I would want to ask you a question. Why do you think Wall Street firms such as Goldman Sachs are publishing papers such as The Opportunity in Payments, which are optimistic about the technology that Ripple is developing? Being marketed in more than 55 countries around the world and providing individuals with access to new markets that would otherwise be difficult or expensive to access in any other way. How could they possibly do that? That they would believe that XRP would fail and remain unclean for all time is something that they would only do if they believed that XRP was a part of the future. In the event that you want XRP to act as a bridge currency for all CBDCs around the world, a new currency that the entire world deserves, it is not possible for it to accomplish this. But not for 50 cents, it is simply too low of a price. It must be worth a great deal more than that. In this manner, the International Monetary Fund IMF asserts that the proliferation of digital currencies may result in the existence of more than one reserve currency. There have been times in the past when Ripple's Chief Technology Officer David Schwartz has personally discussed this topic. Assets such as XRP and firms that provide a service similar to Ripple are examples of the types of things that have the potential to become members of the next generation of world reserve currencies, from what we gathered from this conversation. According to her, they are able to settle international payments by utilizing technology from the private sector that is provided by a third party. A representative from UBS posted this from Cyprus, where they were located. Another thing to keep in mind is that UBS became a partner of Ripple's worldwide network in 2016, and they have been a partner ever since. Occurrence at sea. I don't believe that to be the case. Take a listen to this. A potential solution to this problem could be your digital currency, and so on. It is my opinion that we ought to have direct talks with our customers in order to truly comprehend what it is that they want. Because of this, we will be able to construct our digital asset strategy, as well as the product shelf. Additionally, because this is going to be a lengthy and expensive process, we need to make sure that we take into account the benefits that we are able to provide in comparison to the amount of money and time that we will need to invest in this technology. This is the reason why it is significant. In a manner that is not really scientific, but I believe it is essential to keep in mind, I would want to ultimately bring up one more issue. Sending money from one UBS client to another UBS client is a simple process, regardless of whether the two clients are located in the same nation or in a different country. This might happen very soon. When clients of UBS need to send money to clients of other banks, such as Deutsche Bank, this is the second scenario. These are examples of what we refer to as a semi-cross network complexity. When it comes to this particular scenario, we might have a typical contact relationship between Deutsche Bank and UBS. In the event that this is the situation, it is nevertheless simple to create money. Whether or not they utilize our bank as their correspondent bank, they are considered to be UBS customers. Despite the fact that it is not difficult, it is not simple either. A situation in which UBS and the other bank do not have any relationships with one another is the most challenging aspect. Now comes the most difficult phase. In order to make this happen, we absolutely require a central entity to act as the conductor if we are going to use digital credit and debit cards. It is possible that this is the unified record that Project Agora is working toward, or it might be a third party or a private sector middleman that is able to ensure that digital currency is settled and cleared in both universes. On the other hand, it is abundantly evident that this will not be as competent as a reliable and secure digital ledger, digital orchestrator, or uniform ledger that is produced by the government. An additional level of difficulty has been introduced, and I believe that it is now time for me to quit. To avoid using an excessive amount of buzzwords at this time, you are welcome to ask inquiries at a later time. In the same way that companies such as Ripple, Stellar, or Zinfin, in addition to assets such as XRP, XLM, and XDC, are influencing the future and the enormous increase in adoption. In light of the fact that the head of the Commodity Futures Trading Commission CFTC has stated that 70 to 80% of all cryptocurrencies are not stocks, the price is set to undergo a change. Listen to what Gary Geller has been saying for a long time because it contradicts what he has claimed. In a case that involved fraud committed by an unregistered organization that claimed it could provide investors with consistent gains in digital assets such as Bitcoin and Ether, a district judge in the Northern District of Illinois issued a ruling that was favorable to the Commodity Futures Trading Commission CFTC last week. During the course of its decision, the court reiterated that the Commodity Exchange Act is applicable to both Bitcoin and Ether as goods. The fact that the United States of America and the rest of the globe are now getting ready for the widespread adoption of cryptocurrency is a significant development. They concur that not all cryptocurrencies are securities and that we should cease attempting to impose this classification on them. Ripple and XRP, on the other hand, are now the most promising investments in the cryptocurrency market. Ripple has been in the news and has been named by CNBC. Within the realm of financial technology in the year 2024, in addition, Ripple is a member of the Digital Euro Association and the Global Blockchain Business Council, in addition to the several other collaborations that they have. After conducting an investigation into the Ripple VS, SACC's the Global Blockchain Business Council GBBC, which is the most influential industry body for blockchain technology and digital assets, came to the conclusion that the court should have applied the Howey test. This was made abundantly clear by the Working Party, that the tokens do not constitute securities in and of themselves and that they do not possess the characteristics of the scheme that was utilized in order to raise funds.